What's going on? You wonder the real reason why Karl Malone retired? Was it just because he flirted with Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's widow, and that whole thing? Or was there more to it? Because I definitely think Karl Malone could have played a couple more years. I think he could have passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I do wonder if the powers that be didn't want him being the number one all-time leading scorer. It says something about a man who was one of the greatest scorers ever. And when you think about Karl Malone, you know how prolific and productive he was. He wasn't the status quo of what the NBA wanted. Country boy, the black rebel, and the black redneck. And he wasn't as you didn't have the city elect. When we talk about the greatest power forwards, most people give Tim Duncan the edge, rightfully so. And then they debate Karl Malone and Charles Barkley. And people hated Karl Malone because they thought he was a sellout and they thought he was corny. But he put in the work. He went where a lot of guys didn't go. And of course, there's all due respect to Kevin McHale and other power forwards. And of course, you didn't have the era, some other guys come along. But make no mistake about it, Karl Malone was the truth. He worked on his game. If we were going to be honest, and I remember Wilt Chamberlain was talking about who's run the asylum in his book. He said Michael Jordan shot technical free throws a lot. He said there was always like a point or two differential some years between him and Karl Malone. Karl Malone was a double-double man, 25 and 10. His postseason, he was good. He wasn't great all the time, but that wasn't why Utah lost in those finals. They never had a center. They wanted Ronnie Cycli, and he didn't look at Utah as a sexy place to be. He was in South Beach in Miami. He wasn't going, and then he was stuck with Greg Ostertag and Foster. They weren't winning with that. But Karl Malone, playing the power forward he did, bread and butter, give and go, him and Stockton, were unstoppable. One of the greatest duos ever. And in that argument of the greatest duos who never won a championship, they're in that top 2 to 3. They're one of 10 greatest duos ever. You can make a case. Top 10, 12, 15. You can make a case. But ever wonder why he really retired? He said he was tired of the game. Was he really? Do I think he could have passed Kareem's record? Could LeBron have to have chased him? Yeah. But do I think that the powers that be, i.e. David Stern or someone didn't want him out? There's truth to that too. I think he fit in good with the triangle before he got hurt because I thought he was a good natural fit with Shaq and Kobe, but that was a tumultuous year with everything going on with Kobe, which in a lot of ways he brought a lot of stuff on himself because he messed up that situation. I do hold Kobe accountable for certain things. I'm not going to go into all those details. Now, the fact about Karl flirting with Vanessa, that was like some gamemanship, and Karl talking about I'd fight him and all that, which was a bit much. But Karl was like that, though. He was cocky and he would throw stuff back at you. But do I believe, just talking basketball terms, should have been able to pass Kareem's record? I do. And I do question why he wasn't allowed to. And I believe the powers that be didn't want him to be the face. See, no one ever talks about that. You get romanticized of passing Wilt Chamberlain, which is a big thing. And Dirk making a 30,000 club, big thing. And of course, they anoint LeBron, as you know. They slurp him, whatever. Mr. Pass first, Mr. Everything but scoring, whatever. And then, of course, Jordan and, all that. And Kareem, begrudgingly, he had it. They didn't really. But Karl Malone is like that sore thumb, that bruise, that boo-boo that just got in the way. It's like, and the thing is, how many guys are going to play long enough to match him third all time? He gets downplayed. I remember Bob Ryan was saying he wasn't even one of the top, called one of the 15 greatest powerful. He gets downplayed. He didn't shuffle, but they definitely didn't want him to pass Kareem. It never gets talked about. I have not seen you. Now, I'm not saying someone hasn't done it, so if you have, come through here and let me know. But I haven't seen too many people talk about it. I thought I'd bring that up, thinking about this season and everything that's going on. So please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another shitter if you like my piece.